Carthage has decided they want revenge. So far, their counterattack hasn't been too effective. That said, King Appius the Noble of Rome may not have too many years left in his life, and the conquest of Carthage may be his final blessing upon Rome. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Old World in our early access series. So at the very end of the last episode, right when I was talking about wanting to take a chunk out of Carthage, they decided they wanted to take a chunk out of me. So we have no more orders left. Let's review what happened at the end of the last episode, in case you missed it. Antium's discontent level has risen because of a choice that we made. A camp has been finished, so those elephants have now been brought into our resource pool. Brundisium has trained a worker. You are now known as the Noble. And of course, there were a couple... Yeah, we lost a Maceman due to this Carthaginian attack down here, but we have largely been able to defend. The main concern right now is not with this unit, but with these units and their attempts to kill this worker up here. I don't know, now that I have other military units in the area, if they will become distracted and focus on my military, or if they will continue to try to kill the weakened worker, but we are about to find out. Let's end the year. They're going to try to kill the worker. Wow. Dick move, Carthage. Dick move. You're going to pay for that. All right, so now it seems the Scythians are coming in. So we do have a lot going on in our northeast corner. If we research Drawbridge, we finally have the ability to train a spy master. What would the range do for us? So this provides a training ground for ranged units, basically, which makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go ahead and research stirrups so that we can have the horseman unit. Yes, I want the drawbridge and the moat and the aqueduct. I want all the things, but I want the horseman more than anything, because that would just be fun. So now that the Scythians are in range, let's go ahead and start dealing some damage. We have first got to make sure that we defend against this force down here. That's our main priority. So let's go ahead and attack. Let's see. Can I kill anyone outright? No, I can't. Sadly. What's your range, by the way? Oh, their range is 3. Archers can shoot over 3 tiles. I love it. That's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit you up here. I want to position this unit here. And we'll kill off that Scythian raider. This archer, we are going to fire on this swordsman. Alright, so that swordsman should be dead. If they're not. So let's go ahead and use this archer to finish them off. Alright, seems like we might have just leveled up with them, which is quite nice. I think we just reached level 2. I'm pretty sure I just saw the tooltip. The tooltips, it's not really a tooltip, it's more just an indicator on the screen. They don't particularly, they don't show quite readily, but or as readily as they should, really. But I can move this spearman, which is perfect, because I do need to finish off another unit. So let's go ahead and bring you here. Can you fight? Yes, you can. Perfect. All right, so that slinger is not dead. What? How are you still alive? How? I pray you, tell me. I would love to know how you're still alive. All right, so this road has been completed from Rome to Ostia. An additional road, I think, is in order, but one of the things I want to go ahead and build here is the lighthouse, which I can now build. We talked about this near the end of the last episode. We'll start that, and that will take 12 years. And then we'll have the Great Lighthouse of Alexandria, but in Rome. Kind of like how we have the Pyramids of Giza, but in Rome. So, or at least it's one pyramid. Now, the game is telling me that I should build a stronghold here, but also Rome doesn't have an amphitheater yet, which kind of makes me sad, because Rome should have an amphitheater. So I'm going to build an amphitheater. I don't care what you recommend. Now, there is the recommendation here of a ministry on this particular urban tile. What would that do for us? Okay, so it requires strong culture. And it looks like it improves the amount of civic output of the city, while also enabling the scribe and the palace. So the scribe is the type of specialist that we can place at the ministry. And the palace is an urban building, which it appears gives additional... It does take away from the city's income, but it does provide additional civics, even more than the ministry does. And it might, it seems, take an additional scribe. Okay, so meant to help with civics output for that city. We haven't built a grove yet. And we've had that tech for a while, so let's go ahead and get that grove built first and foremost. I'm going to build a road right there. I don't want to go too crazy with my road building, given that we're in the middle of a war, but I do want to make sure that this project doesn't get interrupted. Beautiful. All right, 14 turns remaining. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with what we got left. Now, these guys have already fought up here. However, we have an entire group of units down here. Hey, where'd their other unit go? I was looking forward to kicking your butt, sir. Well, let's go ahead and give you, I think, Highlander. Yes. So if they fight from a hilltop, they'll be a little bit better. We can also, it seems, promote this unit, so we can give them... Let's give them Guard 1. Just make them a little bit stronger. You guys should be able to upgrade now, yes? Do we not have that promotion yet? Have I not researched that yet? Yes, I have researched the composite bow. Therefore, you should be able to upgrade to an archer. Oh, of course it costs lumber. Of course it does. Okay, well, in that case, let's just move you here. Want some visibility from that particular treetop. We are absolutely going to promote you. We'll give you... let's give you engineer, so you can attack across rivers. Yeah, and again, it's going to cost 100 lumber to upgrade. Wow, that's expensive. That's a lot. Per slinger. I had to think of the unit name for a minute there. Per slinger, we will need 100 lumber. Wow. Okay. Let's promote you because it's free. Yeah, make you a tracker. And we're just going to keep you here. Oh, I can promote you too. Nice. Let's go ahead and give you combat 1. Eagle Eye. Makes the most sense. You don't have a free promotion, do you? No, you don't. So let's just skip your turn. Legacy of Gold. We have overheard the heir, Faustus, and the Chancellor Sulpicia secretly discussing their plans for the vast fortune we have amassed during your time as ruler. Unfortunately, there is little we can do about what happens after your reign, or is there? So we can remove both from their positions. Prince Faustus Fabius becomes the bypassed heir. We can teach Prince Faustus Fabius the meaning of wealth. Or we could remove Duchess Sulpicia Fabia as an influence. So we could literally imprison Sulpicia Fabia. I don't think I need to imprison her. I think I'll just teach Faustus Fabius the meaning of wealth. And this will improve his opinion of me. He'll become frugal, which means his governor output will go down, but that's okay. Like, I want him to do a good job as king. It's funny that I opened this episode talking about how Appius might not be in his position much longer. And, you know, I think it makes sense to make sure that we're ready. Okay. Are we out of stone? Oh, yes, we are out of stone because we are currently building the lighthouse. And the lighthouse is consuming a lot of that. So I only have 2 orders left. Not a lot that I can do with that. I can get myself some lumber by chopping down some of this scrub, which I really need to do. Although it would take 2 orders to do it anywhere else. I could always buy another order. Hey, there we go. Now we can clear land. Nice. So that actually... Interesting. I bought 1 order, and yet it let me both clear the scrub Weird. So it must not cost anything to... One of those actions didn't cost me anything. One of those movements. Because I only bought one order and I had one extra. So I should have had 2 actions. But it gave me the ability not only to move to the tile, but also to clear the scrub and then to clear the tile. I'll take it. Not going to complain. Let's end the year. Let's see what Carthage does. All right, so now they're going after my military. Oh, hello. They brought some of their units down from the north. Interesting choice. They might kill this spearman. Yep, they did. Bastards. Was that the one that I had just brought to the front? In that case, that worked out kind of well, all considered. Yeah, the spearman that I had just trained served as a bit of a buffer. Okay, now you have a promotion available to you, but I don't know that I can afford to pay attention to that right now. I want to make sure that we are in good shape here. Let's go ahead and move you guys back a little. You can still fire, and I want to do that. Now, this is a war elephant, so we pretty much have to take it out. Still a sprite right now, but... Let's see. Your range is currently 2, so... Let's move you back here. I don't know that these moves are necessarily helping from a defensive standpoint. Good. We can eliminate the Scythian threat here, which is appropriate, because I want to bring these units down to participate in the fighting to the south. Now, it does seem that they might have committed their forces in such a way that we can begin moving these units forward. The only thing is that I really would like... Hang on, how close are we to having our settlers ready? 5 years in Rome, 6 years in Antium, 6 years in Beneventum. 5 turns minimum. Crap. The question is, do I want to leave this city site alone for a bit? All right, we definitely need to move this unit back so we can promote them. Oh, you can't do it after moving. Okay, well in that case, just heal up, please. Just heal up. And we'll go ahead and just move these guys back to Roman borders so they can heal. So this will become a Numidian outpost in 10 years, unless I keep it guarded. So I'm just going to keep it guarded. I'll leave my 2 ranged units there. They're full health. And I wish they were archers, I do, but we just need to keep some units there that can somewhat defend against shenanigans. I could go ahead and bring this slinger into position, or this spearman into position, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. I like the idea of at least having 1 melee unit in place there. All right, the Numidians are not doing anything out this direction, which, I mean, I'll take it. It's nice that they're not. I appreciate that they're not. Okay, now this maceman, yeah, these units are all in position to defend Neapolis against Numidians. Again, not that it's been hugely important, but that's why they're there. So maybe I can go ahead and move the Hastatus over this direction. Let's do that. Okay, so Aratium now has the option to produce something new. A new spearman is probably a good idea. I can't rush him because we don't have the culture developed quite enough here. So we have to wait the 5 years for that spearman to train. That's okay. And now Aratium is... Oh, wait, that wasn't Aratium. That was Capua. Again, I keep looking at the city name down here, which is the next city that needs something done, not the city that I'm actually looking at. That's going to throw me until I adjust to that. So... Aratium has finished their Forum 1. I could train an additional specialist. Oh, wow. An apprentice poet would bring 4 culture per year to the city. 4 per year. That's pretty cool. And additional science. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's just going to take 5 years. Next unit. I definitely want to go ahead and clear the land here. Get some additional lumber, because we kind of need it. Let's do the same thing here. Clear the land. And We've already built a road there, so I think I'm just going to bring you back this direction because I want to keep you a good distance away from the front. Nice and healthy distance away from the front. Let's end the turn. They definitely trained an army back up, but I'm more ready for conflict this time. Are you really killing my worker? Why is that necessary? Like, go after my military. You're just putting my... All you're doing is annoying me and guaranteeing that I kill you even faster. That's all you're doing. All right, so Antium is ready for a governor, it seems. I'm not sure why it's giving me this option, but I'll take it. Let's see. So this would improve mine output. We don't have a lot of mines. We have quarries in Antium. I like the idea of installing Duke Consort Sextus Julius because he would provide additional wisdom and discipline. So additional science and gold, in other words, because he has discipline and wisdom at level 2. And additional infantry units. We've already trained an infantry unit in Antium, and we would get additional experience for them when they come out. Yeah, let's definitely choose Sextus Julius. Trade offer. Court merchants have arrived from Babylonia with an offer of trade. They believe our nations would grow and prosper from improved trade relations. I don't really need either of these things. I'm good on metal. For now, we prefer not to trade. Sorry. Yeah, so they've killed a worker again. See, now I'm just annoyed because we have 2 unfinished improvements in the area. Like I said, all they're managing to do is just annoy the crap out of me. So let's see what we can do with these units. Now that they have moved their entire attack force down, that actually puts them in a bit of a worse position. Let's put this unit on the hilltop. Sling. Sling. Okay, now the archers need to focus on particular units, I would say. Is it suggesting that I attack this unit here? Is that what that icon means? I think it's suggesting that I attack the warrior units. Okay, and then let's bring you here and finish off this general. So this particular defensive front is suffering a little bit. I think these slingers are going to be able to do a good amount of damage because, again, there doesn't appear to be any kind of damage reduction from weakened units in the current version of the game. There are modifiers that allow you to do more damage to weakened units, but as far as like this unit being weaker because it's at 2/3 health, that doesn't appear to be a thing. The combat sound effects still crack me up, by the way. Let me just say that. Okay, so you have a promotion, and I want to go ahead and give this to you. So let's give you Brave. Anyone else have a promotion? Yeah, you do. Nice. Can't wait to upgrade them to Legionary. So we need a city with a citadel in order to have a Legionary. But that'll be awesome. Proper Rome. Whether it happens in this series, we will see, because again, I'm going to probably stop this one at 20 episodes or so. I would like to start a fresh series with a little bit more knowledge of the game from offline play. Plus, we have some Civ 6 content coming up for the first time in forever, so hey, that's something to look forward to. Engineer. Okay, you guys, I guess, are ready to go back to the front. So I'll move you here. I just want to have these units together as much as possible. I could go ahead and give them Besieger, which might come in handy. I'm using my training to do this, but it's okay. It only costs it at this point. Oh, wow. They don't have Highlander yet. And are they on a hilltop right now? They're on a hilltop, right? Yeah. Let's give them Highlander. Let's give you Tracker. So we're spending some of our training, but I would say it's worthwhile at this point. Yeah, let's definitely give you besieger, because you'll be attacking Carthaginian city tiles. And then this unit, I think we'll just skip their turn. We'll give you Eagle Eye. Skip your turn. Skip your turn. In an act of solidarity, citizens of Beneventum are volunteering. Oh, okay, so they've leveled up their culture. In droves, they wish to show their local pride. They should engage in hard labor when we gain a worker, or they should take up weapons. Let's go ahead and get the worker, because we lost a worker to these bastards not too long ago. And I would like to... Okay, you're done building the camp here, right? Yes. You are. So you should come here and build a road. And you have already built a road on this tile. Right? Yes, you have. So build a road there, and we will be quite ready, I think. Let's go ahead and add a road there. Again, we were out of road, or out of stone last turn, but we are about to see that problem become a thing of the past. Beautiful. City's becoming much more connected. Again, don't quite know what that means yet, but we'll figure it out. I do need more lumber, so we have this worker that's finished in Capua. Let's go ahead and build a lumber mill, because, I mean, look at this. This is a lumber mill city if there ever was one, because they all get adjacency bonuses, so let's make that happen. Clear these notifications. How... Man, Appius is 57. He's still doing well. Let's take a look at the family for a second. Faustus and Antonina have not had any children yet. Although it seems that Nonus Fabius, our nephew... What is this? Are these illegitimate kids? Has he had a bunch of illegitimate children? Oh no, they're not illegitimate. He is married, but for whatever reason, his spouse is not showing. I guess maybe because he's fourth in line. That's good to know that these kids are here, though. Can I just say, too, I love the portrait variety in the game so far. Like, the fact that they're adding more, too. Right now, they're adding more baby portraits, because there's not that many, but I would love to see just additional variety in terms of the look of characters going forward. I think it's really cool. That's one reason I was excited about Imperator, and eventually I would like to bring Imperator to the channel when I really feel like I'm ready to do so from a gameplay perspective. But the appearance system in Imperator is just freaking amazing in terms of the detail of customization that you have with those characters. I love it. Bit of a tangent there. I haven't mentioned Imperator in a bit. We're playing more in the Civ vein right now, of course, but let's see what else we can do. We've already attacked with all these units. I'll be curious to see what they do next turn. Oh, they might have taken this barbarian hovel, and if that's true, more power to me. Only have one turn left. Yeah, let's end the year and see what we can do next turn. I'm also curious how much stronger this defensive front is. Oh, they're moving back. Ooh, they're withdrawing. They're withdrawing. Are they coming down to try and fight me down here? Egypt has begun construction of the mausoleum. Isn't Carthage already working on the mausoleum? Aren't they? I think they are. How close is the lighthouse being done? 9 years? Okay. We still have to build one more courthouse to complete our current ambition, by the way. Oh, okay, so we do now have a death notification. I'm going to try to pay closer attention to these. I've kind of raked the game over the coals a little bit with the notification system because it reminds me of how not noticeable they are. But Sulpicia the Younger, our cousin, has died. So who was Sulpicia the Younger? Okay, so this was... It looks like Remus's daughter has passed away. Our line is strong, though. Tiberius Fabius died, unfortunately, but Faustus Fabius is in good shape. He just hasn't had any kids yet, weirdly enough. Wait, what's this? Just an interface bug, I guess. Notice that Lucilla Fabia is turning a little silver, which I like to see. So Characters can die before they reach that point, but once they reach a certain point of age, they actually do have old person portraits, so to speak, if you want to call them that. They have elderly portraits that show them in more advanced years, as I try to be politically correct for anyone of an older persuasion who's watching. I don't know why my first instinct was to say, they have old people portraits, but hey, sorry about that. Oh, man. All right, so let's see. I've got a few more orders here. I do want to keep building these roads. I really do, but it might make the most sense to have the road come across this hilltop. Yeah, we're going to keep going with the roads. We have a lot of orders right now because of our high legitimacy, and we're not going to have that for much longer, so it makes a lot of sense for Appius to be using his great influence to build a network of roads for Rome. I really love that narrative aspect. I mean, think about what I just said. Because we've built up this legitimacy and he has this much influence, he's using his power, which we have built up through gameplay, in order to connect Rome in ways it's never been connected before, to connect its cities with an advanced network of roads from city to city. All roads lead to Rome. It's all on Appius Fabius, and he's using his influence to do it because of the way the game's order system works. I freaking love that, and hopefully you guys too do too. It's so awesome to see it in action. Okay, so we are almost ready here. Let's go ahead and leapfrog you into position. That might have actually been an unnecessary move. Okay, now we have some scrub to clear. But speaking of unnecessary moves, I don't know that I necessarily want to do anything more. Let's do everything first with my units here. There are some units that need to heal. It seems like there are some promotions in order. So while they have backed off, I'm going to select Guard 1 for that unit. Thank you so much to the person who pointed out what that icon meant, because it did not occur to me that it was referring to a promotion. But yeah, Guard 1 for you too. We are building up lumber to where we'll be able to promote our archers before long. Yeah, this is a lot more expensive, so we're going to just skip your turn. Skip your turn, skip your turn, skip your turn. I wonder if they're bringing their forces down here. You know what? If they are, I'm going to bring this unit down here so that all these forces are together. Same here. If they're bringing their armies, because remember, they can move quickly. The way the order system works, they can have their army here next turn if that's what they're deciding to do. So I want to be ready for that. Let's get this force in position. All right, next unit. You have a free promotion too. Very good. Let's give you combat 1. Let's give you ranger. You just need to heal. Perfect. Skip your turn. Can't upgrade you yet. I would love to. Although we are getting close. Hang on. Done. Now you're an archer. So we've done our first upgrade. We had to spend to make it happen, but that's okay. All right. We need to end this episode. Let's see. If I skip your turn. Okay, this worker. We have 9 orders remaining, and now we're looking at workers. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give orders to my military first. We have some scrubs to clear, and I want to be better about clearing out scrub because it gives me lumber, and we need lumber. I could just keep using this unit to do it. Okay, so cutting the scrub doesn't consume an order. That explains that question that I had. It was either earlier this episode or in the last episode, but that explains it. Cool. Question answered. So you can do that for free. Let's go ahead and clear the land. So that's a really useful way to get lumber that I should have been paying more attention to from the beginning. It's not a factor in Civilization 6, which is the game in this vein that I've played the most. And so I think it makes sense that it's something that was kind of in my blind spot because we have this scrub tile. I mean, in one of the first episodes of the series, I thought that these were tree tiles. And I was like, why aren't these hiding my units? I was like, oh, wait, they're scrub. This is, dense vegetation. It's not an actual collection of trees like these. So, yeah. glad to have finally figured that out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. Next episode, by the way, we're going to be kicking Carthage's butt, I think. Maybe. I hope. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.